Liverpool fans, welcome to the channel with today's latest updates. Crystal Palace transfer deal sees Liverpool miss out on Marc Guehi swap deal opportunity. Liverpool remain favourites to sign Marc Guehi but just missed the chance to sweeten a potential deal. Liverpool have put themselves into a strong position heading into the halfway stage of what has been an intriguing transfer window. The record signing of Florian Wirtz set a benchmark and a statement of intent with Jeremy Frimpong and Milos Kerkez, also transfers that are almost risk-free and widely accepted as being good for both the short and long-term success of the club. Pace is starting to pick up across the Premier League, but it looks like Liverpool have missed a tap-in opportunity to land a player who was being dismissed as a target in the last window. The Reds remain favourites to sign Marc Guehi with something of a standoff between Crystal Palace, the player, and Liverpool. Nobody is blinking. Crystal Palace announced defender deal as Liverpool wait for Marc Guehi. Guehi is said to be willing to wait until the end of the season and sign a pre-contract agreement to get the move he wants. However, Palace don't want to lose a valuable asset for free. One issue that Guehi has is that Virgil van Dijk signed a new deal with Joe Gomez and Ibrahima Konate, both still competing for places too. With a World Cup coming up in 2026, Guehi won't want to risk his place in England's starting 11, even if he could make more money elsewhere. Palace have looked to strengthen their own defence with the signing of Borna Sosa, the Croatia international who is costing the Eagles an incredibly low £2 million plus at ONS. After signing Kerkez, Liverpool have three left-backs and had Richard Hughes known that Palace were looking for one. Third choice Kostas Tsimikas could have been used as a makeweight in a deal for Guehi. Liverpool, after the departure of Jarell Quansah to Bayer Leverkusen, need more depth at centre-half as well as having to consider what to do about Konate's contract. Has Guehi always on Liverpool's radar? At one point it looked like Chelsea and Spurs were leading the chase for Guehi, but the champions have obviously been keeping their cards close to their chest, as a report on the future of the 24-year-old stopper suggests. Senior sources at Liverpool have repeatedly played down speculation linking them with a move for Guehi, but it remains to be seen if they will strengthen their centre-back department this summer when Virgil van Dijk's contract is set to expire. The Dutchman is yet to commit to an extension, reported The Athletic in January. The more Guehi's current deal at Palace ticks down, the greater the chance a major suitor in Spain, Italy, or Germany may be able to afford a transfer fee that Palace deem acceptable. A source close to the 24-year-old told The Athletic that he is open-minded about his future and not inclined to make any knee-jerk decisions about offers that. Barcelona working on Luis Diaz transfer, as Liverpool star makes admission amid $94 million agreement. The latest Liverpool transfer reports surround Luis Diaz and his plans to leave the club this summer. Barcelona has already expressed its interest in the player, but concluding a deal will not be straightforward. Luis Diaz continues to dominate Liverpool's transfer rumours as the Reds return for pre-season training. Given the tragic circumstances surrounding the team's delayed start, few photos emerged of the squad at Liverpool's AXA training centre on Tuesday, so it's not clear if Diaz was among those involved in the first sessions. But he has been making headlines while away from Merseyside. Speaking to Colombian influencer Mauricio Gomez, the 28-year-old had this to say on his Liverpool future: "We're there, negotiating. We'll see what can be achieved, for us and for the club. We'll try to do our best and make the best decision." Pushed on whether Barcelona or Al Nassr are possible destinations for Diaz, he replied, "We're in the process of negotiations, talking with the club, with Liverpool, with everyone who's approaching us. But I'm very calm where I am, very happy. Trying to make the best decision, now." It comes amid a plethora of reports from Spain that Barcelona will push to sign Diaz this summer. The club haven't exactly been shy in expressing its admiration for the Liverpool winger, something sporting director Deco has publicly acknowledged. Meanwhile, Spanish outlet Cadena SER claims a gentleman's agreement is in place between the player and Liverpool that an offer in excess of €80 million, $94M, £69M, will be accepted. It comes after Nico Williams' potential move from Athletic Bilbao was ruled out last week when he signed a new long-term contract at the Basque club. Now Barca must direct its attention elsewhere. AS reports the Spanish champions are working with Diaz's agent to agree a draft contract. Although the attacker would demand a compensation clause in case his registration cannot be agreed in time. It's a problem that has troubled Barcelona in recent years, forcing the club to make future-based commercial deals just to fund transfers which are then approved by La Liga. The report adds Diaz is keen on joining Hansi Flick's side and has always been Deco's preferred signing. He could cost Barcelona around €70 million, $82m, £60m. Another Spanish outlet, Sport, states Diaz will make his desire to leave clear after reporting back for pre-season. It also claims Barcelona is confident it can sign the Colombian and contract negotiations are expected to be straightforward. Diaz considers his time in England over and is ready to start a new adventure, but there is an expectation that the transfer saga won't be wrapped up quickly, adds the report. Liverpool transfer news: Ibrahima Konate confirms Real Madrid plan as star breaks silence. Liverpool have already splashed the cash this summer, but there could be more business on the agenda for Arne Slot and the Premier League champions over the coming weeks. Liverpool returned to training this week with a number of new faces taking part alongside the usual stars. Mohamed Salah was pictured arriving at the club's training ground on Tuesday alongside Andy Robertson. Summer signing Jeremy Frimpong was also among those to have reported for duty for the first time as a Red. He expected to be joined by fellow new signings Florian Wirtz and Milos Kerkez. Goalkeeper Giorgio Mamardashvili is also expected to be among those arriving at Liverpool's training ground following a season on loan with former side Valencia. But they might not be the only ones. Liverpool are still keen to bolster their squad even further before the transfer window comes to an end. A striker and centre-back could both potentially sign. And some exits could also be on the agenda for the Reds, with Luis Diaz and Ibrahima Konate among those who could depart. Get up to date with all of the latest transfer news and rumours from Liverpool. Konate informs Real Madrid of exit plan. Ibrahima Konate's Liverpool future is up in the air, with just a year remaining on his contract. And it appears that the Frenchman is set to be the latest to bid farewell to Anfield. According to Sky Sports Switzerland, Konate has made it clear that he wants to sign for Real Madrid. It is suggested that he is willing to bide his time and then join the Spanish giants next summer for nothing. Liverpool had been keen to keep the centre-back, but little progress has been made on an extended stay at Anfield. They also remain on the hunt for a new centre-back this summer and have identified Crystal Palace star Marc Guehi as a potential successor. Diaz speaks out. Luis Diaz insists that he is very happy at Anfield despite both Barcelona and Bayern Munich pushing for his services. Speaking about a potential new deal with Liverpool, he told Colombian influencer Mauricio Gomez, "We're there, negotiating. We'll see what can be achieved, for us and for the club. We'll try to do our best and make the best decision." He added, "We're in the process of negotiations, talking with the club, with Liverpool, with everyone who's approaching us. But I'm very calm where I am, very happy. Trying to make the best decision now." Diaz's contract with Liverpool expires in the summer of 2027. He has also been linked with a move to Saudi Arabia. Napoli make Nunez call. Serie A side Napoli would only be willing to pay around £47.4 million for striker Darwin Nunez. The Italian club have emerged as suitors for the Uruguayan, with it looking likely that his future lies away from Liverpool. As per previous reports, Liverpool want to bank around £55 million to £59. 3M from any sale, but according to Sky in Italy, Napoli would only be willing to go. Liverpool look to Kvaratskhelia for Luis Diaz deal. Liverpool are looking to Kvaratskhelia for any deal to sell Luis Diaz. It's a debatable one, though. Liverpool will have to deal with Luis Diaz's future over the coming weeks. It's one that will get increasingly complicated, too. Diaz appears to want out of the club. Reports in several outlets, admittedly all from Spain, claim he's going to tell Liverpool that he wants to leave Anfield this summer. Now, that doesn't mean he gets to leave. It does mean Liverpool would be more inclined to strike a deal with someone, though, and that will be Diaz's great hope. Both Barcelona and Bayern Munich are interested in the Colombian right now, too. Each have made verbal offers to Liverpool. The offers were rejected, however, without any counter-suggestions. The Reds just don't want to sell unless a substantially better offer arrives. So what might that look like? Liverpool look elsewhere for Diaz fee. Anfield Watch understands that Liverpool will consider Kvaratskelia's move to Paris Saint-Germain when selling Diaz. The Georgian moved there in January for around €70 million. Liverpool want similar for Diaz, who they view as a more proven player. Now, that will be a debatable one given Kvaratskhelia was a standout player for Napoli in their title-winning campaign. Diaz wasn't quite the main man for Liverpool as they won their own title last season. Still, the Reds feel anyone wanting to buy the winger should be paying similar money. We'll see if that actually works out, we have our doubts. Diaz simply doesn't have the same reputation as Kvaratskhelia, as proven by him not being either Barca's or Bayern's primary target this summer. That was Nico Williams, who ultimately decided to remain with Athletic Bilbao. Only after that have they gone all in for Diaz. So exactly what all in looks like is unclear. Time will tell. For now, Liverpool will stick rigidly to a high price and see if either club pays it. Rest in peace, Diogo Jota. Liverpool, the city, the football club and the wider community across the globe is still reeling with the tragic loss of Diogo Jota and his brother Andre Silva. Their deaths seem incomprehensible, and they are a demonstration of the fragility of life. The void they leave behind is devastating. To us fans, to their colleagues, their teammates, and most importantly to their families. This is a really important thing to comprehend as we approach the coming days, weeks, and months. The team will be mourning, the players, the coaches and everyone in the staff room will have lost someone close to them. Someone who was an important part of this team. At a time like this, Liverpool need to be given space and time to grieve. The players must be free of judgment. No matter what happens on the pitch, nothing actually is important. Football is insignificant. All we can do as fans is to give them space and to support them in any way we can. More importantly,